But what happened to the psychographics? And when I say psychographics, it's not a big grammar. It's just saying that how do you understand the behaviors of your consumers? What are the attention points? You sell skincare and beauty. Is it for blemish? Is it for acne? Is it for dry skin, oily skin? What is the problem to solve? What is that challenge? Is she buying it for herself? Is she buying it for her kids or her children? You know, these are the things you need to understand. If not, you're going to make costly mistakes, because all this information and many more define your formula, define your pricing, define your packaging, define your placement, define how you position this product, and so many more. Now, guys, let's talk branding properly today. My dear business owners, now I get it, I understand. Most times you're the CEO, you're the brand manager, you're the product developer, you're the insight manager, you're the logistic manager. Am I listing it appropriately? Yes, I understand and I get it. And the reality and the truth is that most times new businesses, small businesses, at the early stage cannot afford to have a full team. Fine, established. But there's one mistake I see that needs to be avoided at an early. Sit down and be the manufacturer and be the consumer at the same time. You are not your target audience. You are not your core target audience. And this is one of the mistakes that a lot of early business owners make. Now, one thing you need to know is that insight is not a buzzword. Yes, I said that. Target audience is not vibe. Oh, I think, oh, I know. It's not. And psychographics is not big grammar. It's not, oh, I don't even know what they are saying. I'll give you practical examples, because what we do here is we don't only just say the what, but we say the how. Now, we have Tanya. Tanya here sells skincare and beauty, right? And she says that our target audience is women within the ages of 20 to 45 globally. Now, let's take some steps backward. For her, she's defined the demographics, which, if you ask me, is very incomplete, because where are these women? If she's Nigerian, for example, are they based in Lagos? Is it the whole of Nigeria? Is it Africa? Is it sub-Saharan Africa? And I'm not saying that you can't start a business and be global, right? But when you start a small business, there needs to be structure. You need to start, you need to get learnings, and you need to scale. I'm not trying to limit you, but there are processes, there are frameworks, and there are structures which helps and guides. There could be an event in the sense that you start and you blow and whatever, but you need to have that level of clarity. Okay. Now, like I said, I even think that is just demographics, which doesn't only describe your target audience, which is even very incomplete. But what happened to the psychographics? And when I say psychographics, it's not a big grammar. It's just saying that how do you understand the behaviors of your consumers? What are the attention points? You sell skincare and beauty. Is it for blemish? Is it for acne? Is it for dry skin, oily skin? What is the problem to solve? What is that challenge? Is she buying it for herself? Is she buying it for her kids or her children? These are the things you need to understand. If not, you're going to make costly mistakes, because all this information and many more define your formula, define your pricing, define your packaging, define your placement, define how you position this product, and so many more. Now, what I will tell you at the end of this is branding is clarity. It's not assumption. It's not you sitting there to say, I think, I believe, I know it, I use these products, so I know it. It did this for me, so it will do it for all the other people. That will be one of the biggest mistakes that you will learn. I am going to be sharing with you very affordable ways, because you might be saying to yourself, but I can't afford the resource. I thought you started by saying you understand us. Yes, I do. But there are so many resources, free tools out there that we use more for vibes than for our businesses. One, you can leverage SurveyMonkey. You can leverage Google Forms. With that, you're able to ask questions like, why are you buying this? Why are you buying this product? In case you do hair care. So in fact, let's take some steps backward as well. When we say skincare and when we say beauty, there's so much that fall within skincare and beauty. What's your focus? What are you positioned for? Do you want to do facials? Because there's facial care as part of skincare and beauty, right? There's body care, that's the whole body. That's where you have like, the bath wash, you have, all sorts, the creams, the lotions for the body. There's foot care. Yes, there are people who focus on foot care and you do a great job at that. There's intimate care. That is, taking care of your vajayjay, So there's so much. There's sun care. Now, take a look at me. I literally do not have anything on aside my lipstick, right? And that's because I use sunscreens, I use all of that, and I use sunscreens. In fact, shout out to Dang, but I use sunscreens that don't leave like white blemish, because a lot of sunscreens these days don't care about the melanin skin. So when you apply it, you look, you know the story. That's where I'm going to. What's your focus? Where are you targeting? What's your segmentation within this? Because that's going to help you. When you start this one, you start expanding, it builds credibility. So these are the things you leverage the Google form for, and you're asking those questions to also understand the needs. Do people want things for the hair care as well? You know how our hair is, right? To manage the hair, to maintain the hair, to add moisture, to make it ease of combing, ease of managing. These are the things you would get. These are the answers. Even Instagram polls. There are polls you can put up on Instagram and ask questions. A lot of people, sometimes we're just so lost on Instagram that we realize, or we don't see that a lot of people leverage these skills. A lot of your celebrities leverage these skills. At times they ask questions and you think it's just buzz. No, they're using it to gather insight. Leverage Instagram polls. Another thing you can do is, if you say, oh, I can't afford to call, I do know a couple of people, but they are far away, based on like the phone plan and all that you have, leverage WhatsApp. We spend an hour, 2 hours on WhatsApp calling. Do audios, voice notes, leverage that, ask people questions, tell them to respond to you. Leveraging WhatsApp audio, and you're able to take the insights, you get out of that, right? Communities, identify people. I'm very big on this. If I want to do a certain thing, go out there, leverage your social media, identify people, either they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're on LinkedIn, they're on Twitter, and then go and start getting comments from their pages. People will say things, oh, I love your products. Check reviews. We sleep so much on reviews. Go to big brands and check the kind of reviews people give. There you will get a lot of insights. Leverage platforms like, Nairaland. There are a lot of insights on Nairaland, right? There are platforms like this globally that you're able to leverage, and you will get real-time data, right? And lastly, past experiences. Past experiences will teach you a lot. So these are like easy things, free tools you can leverage to take your business to the next level. So I end this by telling you, if you're a business owner and you're looking for this level of clarity for your business, that is what I do. I help businesses, I help small businesses define their clarity, define their target audience, define their positionings, and take it to the next level. So let's build these businesses in 2026 together.